Welcome back to My Awesome Empire. As we close our program, we meet 12-year-old Riley Hunke of the STEM program, who tells us a little about herself and her awesome hometown, Riverside.
Hi, my name is Riley Hunke, and I live in Riverside. I love Riverside. I love being outside. I love to play outside, and I love to play basketball. I also love to play my guitar, and I'm pretty good at the drums. My best friend is Renine. She lives in Riverside. You know what else is in Riverside? The Mission Inn. And the Mission Inn is totally beautiful. I go to school at the STEM Academy, and that's in Riverside. My favorite subject is humanities. Humanities is a combination of social studies and language arts, and I love it. My teacher's name is Miss Higgins, and she's pretty cool. Also, my 2 dogs live in Riverside. Their names are Lily and Bella, and these are just a few reasons why Riverside is the coolest of all cities.
Thanks, Riley. And thank you for joining us today for another My Awesome Empire, produced entirely by students at Cal State San Bernardino. All of our guests today were suggested by our awesome listeners. Do you know a great doctor, babysitter, storekeeper, student, or senior citizen? We'd love to hear about it. Write to us, My Awesome Empire, at csusb.edu. Thanks to student producer co-hosts Stella Kim and Arnold Robles, to engineers Rocky Childs, Annette Linares, and to chief production engineer Arnold Robles. My Awesome Empire is a production of the College of Arts and Letters at California State University, San Bernardino. Until next time, I'm Lacey Kendall. Have an awesome week.
Kcaa Loma Linda.
Ha. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. So just sit back and relax because the show's about to start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Kcaa Radio Down to Earth Talk.
Yay.
Anyways, I've not been here in a long time.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Are you making fun of my skin complexion
No,
again?
I'm not.
I've not been here in a long time.
You haven't.
I haven't been here in like a
You've
month
been out
and
of
a
town.
half. I've been out of town. Been traveling.
Lazy.
I've been
No, I just
Colorado, Arizona, Vegas, Oregon. Last 4 weeks. That's where I've been.
Big baller shot collar.
I'm tired.
Traveling.
I need to sleep.
Right
What
on.
was in Colorado? Was it?
A lake.
Okay.
That was the nice part of the trip. That was the nice part of the traveling. Just a lake. But to
Is
have
gas prices cheaper there?
Oh yeah.
How much?
Like under $2, like at $2, somewhere at
What?
$2, like $2.49, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, craziness.
Right on.
Craziness.
So
We're periscoping right now too. We're
are.
periscoping.
I don't
this.
know. I mean, is that is that jumping out of a plane?
Yep, that's
Oh.
No, that's parachuting.
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 All right.
We're
All right.
periscoping. That means we got the little eye thing, you know,
Yeah.
like the pirates.
I got it. All right.
No, on the Periscope app though.
Awesome.
We got people online watching us, and you can watch us on Ustream.
Yep.
You go to kcaa.org.
KCA
Just put
radio.
KCAA
something like that. Yeah.
in the Google. It'll pull in the Google. It'll pull
something
up.
like that. In the Google. And by the way, this is Down to Earth Talk.
Down to Earth Talk.
And we have a special guest
Yes,
today.
David
And
Phillips.
Yes.
And-
we know him from Facebook.
We do.
And we finally met.
That's
for
awesome.
the first time. We've been emailing back and forth because he's
That's
like really
awesome.
passionate about community and stuff.
Yeah,
So we were talking about community today.
and you're a community advocate.
Yeah, that's probably the dirty word about what we do. But yeah, community advocacy.
Right on. So I know, we were talking about, we have a couple things coming up. National Night Out's coming up.
Yeah, August 4th.
Yeah, August 4th. And then you do a lot of others. So just give an intro, like who you are, what you do, and, your passion. I know you're passionate because I see it.
Well, my name's David, and I live in the city of Rialto, and I've kind of taken the city as a whole kind of as my responsibility to make sure that it's a place that we can all grow up and live. I grew up in Rialto, and I started to look at the climate of way things were and started making some changes, and a lot of changes had to come from dealing with lazy legislators, people in our city council that weren't doing their job and taking control of some of the bad decisions they were making, and then just looking for ways to highlight the good things in Rialto. And I think one of the things that that we really benefit from in Rialto is our police department. They had there was a period of time where people didn't like Rialto PD, but we have had a few chiefs come in where they have really had a community mind set to them, and they've turned the department into more of a community-based department. Community policing has come back. They have a corporal for that. Corporal Cameron Nelson oversees community policing, and just really wanting to make sure that the residents know that Rialto PD is there for their, for the citizens. And when I looked at it, I started about 2.5 years ago. I started working with Joel Green with Inland Empire Explorer and Curiosity Quest. And he asked my marketing firm to come and help them with marketing for the television show Inland Empire Explorer, and that gave me a more regional outlook on what the Inland Empire has to offer and some of the other cities that need the same help that Rialto did. So just really going out there, being the community guy, and I about 2 years ago got the tag. Someone called me Mr. IE, so I created a Facebook page for it because we got to create a Facebook page for it, right?
Right on.
Yeah.
I think I seen that in parentheses said Mr. IE.
Mr.
That's right.
IE.
That's right. Well, yeah. I was gonna say but I'm not. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something in my head. Sean was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I don't mean nothing by that. I just mean we love the Inland Empire also.
Yeah.
And so I know why I'm passionate. But tell me, You're a citizen of Rialto. I'm just kind of recapping. You're a citizen of Rialto. You're raising your family in Rialto. You yourself were raised in Rialto. And so then you have this something in your heart that says, I need to step up and do more for my community. Was it the decisions you've seen happening in your city? Was it just what caused you to care? I guess that's the question.
Well, there was an example set forth by my parents. My father, when he bought the house in Rialto that we, spent most of our life growing up in, it was in the Highland Village townhome complex, and my dad bought houses as some of the townhomes were still being built, and so he kind of took it, this is my community, this is my baby. And my dad, being someone who was in law enforcement, he was the neighborhood watch captain, he was the president of the board, he was the person who took care of that community. Everyone in Rialto PD at the time knew my father by name because there was times where he would have some gang members in handcuffs in the grass out in front of the house because you just didn't come into Highland Village townhomes and create problems. My dad got them to put in playground equipment for the kids. He got them to put in a basketball court for the teenagers. He knew that kids needed things to do to expend their energy, and we couldn't just expect them to be, good kids all the time with all this pent-up energy. So my dad's passion, my dad's example of being a leader in his community, I took that on. One of the things, and I know that Councilman Palmer and some of the other ones that are probably going to be listening to this later, my biggest thing in Rialto has been graffiti. Mm-hmm. Other communities have a bad graffiti program. If you've looked around Rialto over the last few years, our graffiti problem has taken a turn for the best. Awesome. We see a lot less graffiti in our communities because I was at city council, I was at the city administrator's office on a daily basis. These people aren't doing their job. We need to get this graffiti out of here because my dad had me scrubbing and painting over graffiti when I was a kid.
Did you get in
on
trouble?
My Saturdays? No.
Did you get in trouble?
Not even my graffiti.
David, tell the truth.
Someone decided to come.
Did you have graffiti, David?
No. Someone decided to come into
right.
my neighborhood and paint their gang stuff on our wall, and my dad wasn't going to wait for someone else to do it. Our family was out there painting that graffiti.
That's right.
We were out there scrubbing that. So, that's a direct insult to me.
Yeah.
I take it. So anytime I see graffiti, there was a time when I was working in public safety, I actually had a little thing of wipes that took a lot of the paint off, and I would actually clean it up myself. I would stop and clean some off real quick.
Yeah.
Because it's not happening.
It's the same idea. At my church, I go to the Rock Church, and when I see trash on the ground, I pick it up because it's my church. I don't want my church with trash on the ground. So, and then when in my community, only one I kind of step over is in my house. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like my community, I clean up in my house. I got a pile in the corner. No, I'm just kidding. So, but I take pride in where I live. And in our communities where we work, we take pride. So, and when we see something happening, it's our responsibility. I believe, I'm with you. I believe it's our responsibility as citizens as responsible citizens to do our part to take care of our families and our communities, our homes, and be the example like your dad was to you of it's not going to get done unless somebody steps up and does it. So I applaud you. Let me give you a round of applause. There you go.
A sense
Go,
of
David.
ownership. There's
Yeah.
a sense of ownership that comes in with it. That's what I got from what you were saying is that this is my home. This is, and home is way beyond just four walls.
Yep.
It extends to a community when you decide to let it extend to that community. And so, yeah, I'm not going to let somebody come in and mess up my home. I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna make sure that somebody's not saying this is theirs when it's not theirs.
And that's what I used to be public safety officer just down the street here at Inland Center Mall, and when we would catch kids doing graffiti, they would act like there was some big issue that I was even dealing with them, and I'm like, can I come to your house? And can I write David all over the walls in big red spray paint on the front of your house? No, that's my
Right.
house. I'm all, exactly. Don't come to my house and write your name on my walls. This isn't your house. I work here. I've been tasked with keeping this place safe. Do not write your name on my walls. So
That's right.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Not even on the bathroom stalls?
No.
No, right on. Yes. That's just a joke. Sherry was here. That is a no bathroom stalls in the Inland Empire. I promise you, Mr.
Watch.
Phillips.
Now everyone's going to start writing Sherry was
was
here.
If they
all
do
over
that,
the place.
I'll deny it. I was here at my BlackBerry. Let me look at this beautiful phone at
BlackBerry?
5:40
BlackBerry?
p.m. Yeah.
What is that?
I'll tell you that story later for my down to earth moment. So, okay, so I know we got some things coming up, and I got my own little National Night Out story to tell, but I'm gonna let you tell yours first. So, tell us all about what National Night Out is in the city of Rialto, what you have going on in the setup, and then after that, we'll talk. I know there's another thing you're involved with, like the coalition of the big name. I can't remember, but I know it's coalitions in the name. But National Night Out, tell us about that.
Well, first of all, I want to applaud you for bringing National Night Out to the city of San Bernardino, because when San Bernardino PD put out their message on their Facebook page that they're offering people the website to go and start their own National Night Out program, that was kind of an insult to the community. But Rialto's National Night Out I've been working with it for the last 6 years, and it started out in downtown Rialto, and we wanted to, because National Night Out is a nationwide effort to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community, we thought, why are we having it so far from our resources? Mm-hmm. So we took it and we moved it to Willow and Riverside, right in the middle of the street, right in between the fire department and the police department. And we bring out everything you can think of for anybody in the community, whether you're an elderly person all the way down to a little kid. You can ride on a pony, you can ride in a police car, and
awesome.
not just get you don't have a police officer riding you 5 miles an hour down the street. No, they actually will hit the accelerator, give you a couple turns, and give you a true experience of why this police car is different than the one you can buy at the dealership. And what's really awesome is you have tons of firefighters and police officers and even the elected officials show up, especially because next year's an election year. They come and they get involved with the community. You get to find out why Rialto PD is a good department. Well, you get to find out why you're lucky to have this department taking care of you, watching over you while you sleep at night, taking care of your children while they're in school, kind of thing. This year, we have 6 of the top gourmet food trucks from LA and Orange County. We brought food trucks from outside of the area. They're skipping their National Night Outs, and they're coming out to ours because of the thousands of people that we attract. Last year I did the tracking. We attracted people from as far as Victorville
Right on.
in the north, and as far as Menifee and Hemet to the south.
Wow. Okay.
So what's funny is we don't just have people from Rialto. We have people from other communities that don't have this, and they're like, well, we want to have fun. We want to find out why our police department doesn't do stuff like this. So,
Yeah.
and it's just some of the food trucks we have. I want to give a shout out to, it sounds inappropriate,
Go for
but
it.
the Greasy Wiener, awesome hot dog truck,
What
awesome.
about Chronic Tacos? You know what I'm saying?
Chronic
Just
Tacos is
kidding.
cool,
I'm
but
just
they're
kidding.
they're not
No.
they're not a food truck.
I haven't had them yet, but
And
I've heard of them.
we have
Is that
a
legal?
really cool ice cream sandwich truck called Drive Me Cookie
Okay.
Gourmet.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we got
That's
them
a good
coming
one.
out. Sweet 106 is coming out. They're good. They've been coming for the last 3 years now. We have the grilled cheese truck. You got to have the grilled cheese truck.
The grilled cheese.
Hang 10 tacos. What's the Fire pizza? So we've got some banner trucks coming out, and we're just blessed that so many people have stepped up and helped make this effort possible. I want to give a thank you to Alejandra with Parks and Recs in Rialto for all her hard work with planning everything, and her staff, as well as Corporal Nelson with Rialto PD, just being a consummate leader and being able to delegate responsibilities to give other people the opportunity to take that leadership role in the community and do something positive. So we're really lucky.
Well, here I'm taking mental notes of who we're going to invite, and we could do a little healthy competition here next year's. It's our first year doing it, like for our involvement. But how we got involved, ATAP got involved, was I work over at the Lido Apartments with Canon Management and Miss Jennifer White. You said you're listening. Hey. I was going to say hey boo, but I didn't know if that would sound appropriate, so I changed my thinking. So anyways.
But you did.
I did. I just said it. And I've also had caffeine.
Yep.
Starbucks. That kind of sends me on one. Anyways, I put an ad shot in a tall cup. Anyways, rabbit trail. Back focus.
Rabbit trail.
Okay. So she came to me about a week and a half ago or whatever and said, "Hey, would you like to help out?" I was like, "Oh my!" I didn't get it, like the depth of what she was asking me. At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," because I like doing that kind of stuff. But then I realized this is big. This is very big. I mean, I've got to, get my head in the game, and I got to make sure that, we plan something that's going to, and I'm working with them. So we're working together. It's a co-effort. It's not just, us. She just said, "Do you want to help?" And I said, "Yes, I would love to." So Canon Management's amazing. We work it, and we do their after school programs at a lot of their about 6 of their properties. Yeah. And we do all of our after school programs in apartment complexes. So this is Lido is one of our newest sites. And in conversations, just stop by the office. I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm in trouble. What did I do, Jennifer? I'm sorry. I'll clean up after myself. I'll lock the door, I promise." So anyways, she called me in, and then I was like, "Yeah." So we just started like really getting on it and putting the flyers out and doing that kind of stuff late last week, I think.
Yeah, that's when I started seeing you play.
Yeah. So, but I'm really excited because we really want to work hard. I'm a, community member of San Bernardino for the last 35 years. And I've seen all the changes, and I went to Job Corps here in San Bernardino, and I graduated, and I went to high school out of the area. But my husband and he has the Inland Empire Meerkats, and they're based out of Rialto. You've seen the ad. So, he was born here at Community, and he's lived here most of his life. And we just love San Bernardino. We love building. We are like you. We have a mindset like you. When something needs to be done, we're not going to sit around and wait for somebody to do it. We're going to work on it. We're going to connect with the right people, and we're going to, make it happen. That's just how, we are. Crime prevention and safety, awareness is so important. So if anyone's listening, I was going to say that I'm going to make this competition with you. This year, we're going to build, but next year, we're going to be better than you. Watch Rialto. Watch out, Rialto. San Bernardino's on its path.
Well, I've actually done quite a good job with empowering the city of Rialto. So me and my team with Victor Yarbara with Little Saint Productions and the rest of the collaborative partners with the Inland Empire Youth for Today, we're starting to look at other cities that might need this help. Fontana has been doing it for a while, and they've been missing the mark. And I've been reaching out to their city, trying to see if they are open to help. And I'm not quite sure they're ready for that, because it's a city with a lot of resources, and they don't seem to be applying them correctly. So if San Bernardino next year really wants to hit one out of the park, we may be available to come out and make that happen, because one of the largest cities to file bankruptcy and to fall from grace is very sad. My father grew up here, and when he came to visit about a year and a half ago, he said, "I'm going to stay on Hospitality Lane. It's a nice area." I'm like, "No, Dad. No. My dad, former cop, was sad to see what his city had come to. And so if I have a heart for communities that need help, and if there's a community right now that needs help, it is San Bernardino, because there's so many good people that are languishing in the midst of people making bad decisions and infighting that it doesn't need to happen. If you would just, be able to take people like Sherry and Robert Porter and some of the other people that are dedicated here to do good things, I think that San Bernardino can rebound quickly and come back twice as strong. I mean, it was kind of sad driving from Rialto into San Bernardino on Route 66 and have my car go blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my gosh, can't we fix this? I mean, of all the roads to fix, can't we fix Route 66?
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I've watched a lot of the stuff on Facebook that you post for a long time, and you do inspire me, and I want to follow after the things that you're doing to make these things successful. But tell us about the coalition.
So currently I am the chair of the Rialto Community Coalition, and the Rialto Community Coalition's goal is to reduce underage drinking and overall drug use in the community of Rialto. Over the last 2.5 years, we have successfully implemented one of the strongest synthetic drug ordinances, where we don't go after the drug itself, we go after marketing the drug. So because what they were doing, drug suppliers were doing was they had banned the drug, and then because it's a synthetic drug, it's made in a chemistry lab, not grown organically, that they would tweak something in the formula, and all of a sudden it no longer applied to the drug, so to the law. So cops are having a hard time enforcing the law. So what Rialto did with the police department, the coalition, and the city attorney, we looked at just having it, period. Doesn't matter what formula it is, having a synthetic drug in your establishment is illegal. And we went out, we did a first round of enforcement, educating the shops, and then we did a second round where they levied fines, and people, there was arrests made and stuff. So it was very strong. And then we have a social host ordinance, which is where adults are allowing underage people to drink in their own homes. So you can't host social hosts or gatherings, give minors alcohol. If you do, there's massive penalties. We stick a big red sign on your door for 48 hours saying that you're a bad person and you did bad things. And if you take that off, there's more penalties. Wow. And we confiscate lots of DJ equipment if it's loud. So it's really, really powerful things. And then we've just recently started looking at marijuana use in the community. We had one of the SCAT officers in Rialto tell us that marijuana use is now becoming the most popular thing for our youth to abuse in the city of Rialto. It's actually coming to surpass alcohol. So,
yeah. Well, I'm afraid of you. That's all I gotta say. Hey, I ain't giving you my address. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't do none of that stuff.
It makes you feel any better. Yeah. I'm also the executive director for Inland Valley Drug Free, and that's a regional organization that encompasses the counties of San Bernardino and Riverside. So everybody should be afraid of me, because I'm here to make sure that drugs stay out of our community and that our children are safe, because it's just nothing worse than...
I just paid my tags, okay? Don't repo my car. Don't get my dick...
They haven't given me that power yet.
All right.
Yeah, okay,
wow.
Let me ask you this, because this has been something that's going on, because I think you'd be a good person to ask this question to. Something that's been going on, flying around in my brain right now, my mind, is this talk that you hear in the media and across politicians about victimless crimes and drugs being a victimless crime. Can you tell someone like the actual victims that come from drug abuse? Like, I don't know if specifically, I'll give you one example, and then maybe you can leapfrog off that. Is I have a really good close friend of mine who his parents were were addicted to drugs, and he was actually taken from their home at a young age. Then he went through a bunch of systems, a bunch of institutions where he was abused, and went through this process. And I'm looking at, I'm watching politicians on TV talk about, drugs are a victimless crime, so let's do less jail time, right? Let's get them out of jail faster, because there's no victims. And I'm looking at my friend here saying this is a victim of somebody's decision on drug abuse, and just why it's so important to get drugs out of the community, get drugs off the streets.
A victimless crime is a euphemism that politicians use. You will never hear anyone in law enforcement, a lawyer or a judge, ever say that there is such a thing as a victimless crime. Even if you're jaywalking across the street, there's a victim. Someone could hit you, and then, my dad hit someone on a bicycle when he was on his way home from work and didn't drive for 3 months after that. It wasn't his fault. Someone just came out into the street between cars and he happened to hit them. So there's no such thing as a victimless crime. And when it comes to drugs, especially, in your friend's example, because his parents were unable to be the parents that he needed, he got thrown into a system full of failures,
right,
full of problems. So his life, he's constantly playing behind the ball, because he's having to deal with problems he shouldn't have to deal with. And when it comes to one of the things that we keep talking about, I was just talking today to the parents of our youth chair, Sarah Yabrita, for the Rialto Community Coalition, and I was talking to her about why it's so important. In the Rialto Community Coalition, we've taken on this thing of nothing about me without me. If we want to reach youth and get them off drugs, we need youth at the table. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if we were all right now trying to talk about how do we get to youth, the three of us are not youth.
Right.
No matter how much we think, we're on the older side and kids don't want to listen to us. So, but if we have youth at the table telling us how youth act, then we can attack that. And then 2, we can give youth the tools to be effective within their own peer groups. because we have adults keep telling people, and I get on this. I get on with Robert Porter about this all the time because I love him because he's a community guy, but he had this thing called Cannabis Corner on his radio show, and I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Stop it. Because people look up to him. He's a powerful person in his community. And so youth are going to look, oh, well, if it's okay, then why can't I use weed?
Oh.
Why can't?
It was referencing using it?
Yeah, it's talking about the benefits of marijuana. And you have we work with Ray Lozano from Prevention Plus, and he has a really cool video, a DVD, about the dangers of marijuana. And he doesn't tell kids not to smoke pot. He tells kids all the things that are going to happen when you do. And one of the things that I love about his presentation is he talks about your brain as a bunch of doors. And you got, the test information for, the George Washington test door. You got the girl's phone number door. You got the Alberto's menu door. When you smoke weed, it crosses all those receptors. So when you're at the test, George Washington was born on Chimichanga number 3.
Yeah, right on.
The heck?
That's funny.
So it's
I
not.
like that.
It's.
Can he come on the show? Invite him.
He would love to, and if I'll have him come out because
right.
he is a passionate, awesome person, and he's actually a comedian too. He's funny.
He sounds funny.
He's funny as heck.
It's like, yeah, George Washington had this chick's phone number, and then we got a
Right?
carne asada nacho plate, which is bomb from Alberto's, by
Right,
the way. I'm just
isn't it?
saying. So,
And I'm failing.
yeah.
And somehow I'm on a math test right now.
And I'm hungry. What the heck is that about? So, anywho. But yeah, I don't know what happened to my microphone. I sound like dead. Never mind. There it is. Okay, so that's awesome. I'd love to have him on the show.
Yes.
And if you lead your own show, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually was talking to me about I'd been doing a few interviews with Joe Britt and some other people, and he said, how can I do what you do? How do you get on all this stuff? And I'm like, they just call me.
Yeah.
He's Mr. IE.
Yeah. Mr.
I'm Mr.
IE.
Inland
That's
Empire,
right, yeah.
I got the connections.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then I, we just seen it on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, you want to do this? And he said yes. He was like, yeah, let me ask the wife. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, you got to check with the wife.
Yes.
I've made that mistake and not checked with the wife, and the dirty looks afterwards.
Yeah, you can even bring her on.
Oh, and she's a bomb educator. She's
Yeah,
she's
bring
like
her.
the best. She actually last year was awarded Teacher of the Year from Farmers Insurance for the Inland Empire.
Right
Amber
on.
Phillips, what? Teacher of the Year.
There you go. See, you're getting extra kisses tonight. I know that's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. All right.
I need those kisses.
Yeah, there you go. And I just want to mention something, Danny. Danny,
Yeah.
you're taking our kids out at the Pomona
Yeah,
site
we're going to Pomona.
Pomona National Night Out.
Yep, it's going to be good. It's my first time going to one.
Really?
So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we do ATAP after school programs out in Pomona too. It's different than our other ones, like twice a month.
Yeah.
So Tuesday we're taking that Tuesday anyways. August 4th we're gonna take a bunch of kids out and connect.
They're all
with them.
excited
cool.
too. They're all excited.
Yeah. The Orange County, is it a big? Because he represents Orange
Yeah,
County.
Orange
So
County.
do they have a push to do that out there too? It's pretty big.
Yeah, we're gonna check those out for Huntington Beach and Newport Beach.
Right on.
Yeah, we lost some really cool food trucks to some of the most popular National Night Out programs. Yeah, it was pretty. Longboards ice cream and CVT ice cream, soft serve. They wouldn't come to our event because they were already busy. I got to them too late.
Yeah. Well, I won't tell you. It's undercover.
You
I'm
gotta
just
tell
kidding.
us. Come
no,
on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I'm the content writer for Inland Empire Explorer, and IE Shine On, the other massive Inland Empire website.
Yeah.
We're doing guides for the best Inland National Night Out program. So if you don't tell me, you
Well,
don't
okay.
get
Well, can we
listed.
at least get a runner-up because it's new, right? So I'm just because I don't think anything can compare.
Or
so,
an
so
honorable
far,
mention.
Honorable mention.
mention.
There you go. Well, we've Department of Children's Services, Department of Public Health, food trucks we're still working on, but there's Duke's Catering. They serve the best tacos in the
Oh
whole
wow!
world. Do you remember?
And the bacon wrapped.
The bacon wrap.
wrapped
Oh,
hot
I
dogs.
never had a bacon wrap hot dog until
Oh, man.
and I was
Oh,
like,
really?
the
Just
bomb.
street tacos. They're just so good.
They're just awesome. And then there's Ochoa. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Jesus Ochoa, I think.
Yeah.
I emailed him, but he hasn't responded yet. I'm going to call him on Monday. And then we've got Wells Fargo. We've got Farmers. We've got Verizon.
Did you get El Sol?
El Sol, not yet. They haven't contacted me.
I sent them the flyer. So
And I asked Adrian to come out and do the BMX show.
Yeah.
We got a BMX guy group that comes out. So he said he's checking to make sure, but he's pretty sure he can.
Nice.
He's just going to clear his work schedule. Completely awesome guy. And he came out to market night. And then let's see.
let me know if the bike guy can't do it because I have a professional skateboard or a Flow skateboard team, NAI, New Age Intelligence. They can't come out to ours anymore because we're too big.
Yeah.
So if the bike guy can't come out, I have a skateboard
I'll
team.
need that connect because we want to do different parties at our other sites too.
Yeah.
Skateboarding would be cool. So if you are an amazing vendor and you know it, like David knows, he gonna whoop your butt if you even look at him wrong on his street. I'm just kidding. But call me, 909-891-0810, or email me at atap.sherry, SHERRY, @gmail.com, and I'll send you the vendor registration form. It's for Tuesday. It's America's Night Out Against Crime.
Nationwide.
Yeah, so Tuesday, August 4th. All the different ones have different times, but ours is in San Bernardino's from 4 to 8, and then yours is from
5 to 8:30.
And where is it located?
At the corner of Rialto and Willow, right in front of the police station. You can't miss it. Rialto PD.
If anybody wants to contact you about your work and involvement and your marketing firm, how do they contact you?
You can reach me at davidsmarketing@aol.com. That's DAVIDS marketing @aol.com. Or you can reach me at 909-534-9558.
Yeah, awesome. And then you can find out more about ATAP Family Services on Facebook, just at ATAP Family Services.
ATAP-us.org.
Yep, that's our website. And so I'm
Hey,
proud of you.
I got to give a shout out for Pomona.
Oh, and Pomona?
400 Civic Center.
Yes.
Outside of the library, 5 to 8.
There you go.
Dropping the mic.
You dropped bam. It's like Eminem. I'm out of here. We'll walk across the trailer park. No, just kidding.
Come back next
Did
week.
You see that 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Come back
what I was
next week.
referencing.
Yeah.
All right. Share
Come
my
back
down
next
to
week.
earth.
Come back next week.
Next week.
Come back next week.
Next week.
Come back next week.
Come back next week.
Down to Earth Talk.
Yep,
KCAA.
with David Phillips. He's awesome.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. Free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. Buy, sell,